When did you realize your parents raised you right? When I was 5, my mom got in a car crash, and the doctor said she was one hairline fracture away from being paralyzed. After that, she refused to enter any car ever again. But then came Ruby, her granddaughter. Almost every time I drove her to school, she turned to my mom and asked, "Grandma, will you come with us this time?" And each time she responded with the same thing: "I'm not as brave as you, baby girl." But then, almost out of nowhere, my mom was disappearing for hours in the middle of the day and returning completely exhausted with red marks on her hands. I don't know why I didn't question it, but I didn't. And this continued for a few months up until Ruby's first day at elementary school. Ruby again asked why Grandma couldn't come, but instead of the usual sadness that sweeps across her face, my mom laughed it off and told her, "Good things come to those who wait." I didn't think much of it until later that day, when I was going to pick up Ruby and couldn't find my car keys. Well, that's when I looked out the window to see my mom, sitting in the driver's seat with a cheesy smile plastered on her face. I ran out, and before I could say anything, she told me to hop in. While we drove, I looked like a deer in headlights, and she just laughed and told me about how she spent the last few months taking driving lessons with an instructor from the local driving school. Because one day Ruby's going to face something scary, and she wants her to remember that her grandma faced her fear first. When we arrived, Ruby's face lit up like the sun. She immediately dropped her backpack and sprinted towards us while screaming, "Grandma, you're driving!" And that's the day my mom taught us both what real courage looks like.